Greetings everyone, this is Deja here, and I wanted to share with you all 3 ways that you can heal your inner child. So, the first way is to play with the inner child. Go outside, play a sport, play a game that you like to play, run around, ride a bike, dance, do something playful. Honor movement of the body and have fun, because that's something that we're tapped into when we're children. Is we go crazy, we get outside and we scream, we run around in the park, and we use our energy and express ourselves and move and feel into our bodies, embody ourselves. So honoring play, playing with the inner child, is the first and the most fun way to heal the inner child. Sometimes the energy just gets a little stagnant. You just got to get outside and move around. I'm grateful to have a lot of friends, and we sometimes play games together, or run around, or play soccer, or even doing yoga, and just honoring movement in general is very playful and healing. So the second way that you can heal the inner child is by shedding light on the shadow. Inner child healing is a part of shadow work, and if you don't know what the shadow is or what shadow work is, the shadows are the unacknowledged or unaccepted parts of ourselves. So if there's anything about yourself that you don't like or you can't accept, or maybe you're not even aware of it, but there might be a part of your behavior or your personality that causes some self-destruction or anything like that, then that is a shadow. And shadows develop typically from energies of shame or guilt or abandonment or fear that started in childhood. So inner child healing is all about remembering our childhood, remembering how those experiences and the relationships that we witnessed and were a part of are still affecting us today, and be honest about how those behaviors affect your life. Are they a benefit to your life, or are they holding you back from your full potential? So shedding light on the shadow is about being honest about what the shadow is, finding a way to transmute that energy and turn it into something that is useful for your life, or completely shedding or releasing certain things. Forgiveness is a big part of shadow work for me, because holding on to a grudge holds this energy in the heart space, and we have to forgive in order to release that in the heart space and be able to fully love. So the third and final way that I'm going to share today for healing the inner child is returning to pure consciousness. So there's something about the pureness of a child's energy that we all can recognize when we're around children. They're really tapped into how they feel, what they want, and there's a pureness in their joy. They're so present. Their consciousness is very like, I'm here and now, I'm open to exploring, I'm open to learning, and I'm happy to be here. And I'm excited for these experiences, and I'm curious, and I want to know. That's all that pureness of a child. Pureness in the joy of how they just go to the park and then see another kid and say, hey, and they're automatically friends. There's a pureness of the way a child's energy flows that we can still have in adulthood. We are still our inner children. And another side to that pureness is also sadness. You know, it's true that when a child falls down and cuts themselves and bleeds or something, like, they'll feel sad. Or when a child doesn't get what they want, they might feel this sadness. And I don't believe that we have to never feel any other emotions besides happiness just because we're on a healing journey. I think there's a lot of beauty in feeling sadness. Sadness comes from love too. We feel sad because sometimes we get hurt, and sometimes we feel pain. And it's okay to feel sad, but it's also about learning how to control our emotions, feeling what we feel, honoring that, and then transmuting it and being able to still move forward in joy and in love, and without even holding grudges about what's happened in the past. And so the pureness of the joy and the pureness of the sadness, the pureness of feeling our full spectrum of emotions, and not being so hard on ourselves about what we're feeling, and also allowing those emotions to move through us quickly. You know, you don't see children holding on to grudges too much, especially early on. The next day is a new day, you know? And this now is a new now moment. So inner child healing is all about releasing the heavy, coming into the light, doing the best that you can, and having a good time while you do it. If you want to hear more about inner child healing, you can book a private session with me on my website. I hope you find serenity.com. If not, just stay tuned and I'll be sure to share more videos like this with some of my healing techniques. Much love to everyone. I hope you find serenity.